People around the world realize that we're not making progress. And we have to separate the issue between drug crime on the one hand and drug money crime on the other. If you look at entire countries, for example, Colombia, we could bulldoze the entire country, the irony is, and in fact we could even take Peru and Bolivia with it, and it wouldn't make the slightest bit of difference with regard to our drug problems in the United States. Why? Because as long as the demand is here, the demand will be met. And if it's not met by Colombia and Peru and Bolivia, it'll be met by Afghanistan or Nigeria or Thailand or my home state of California, and you in Hawaii are pretty close to that too, where California's largest cash crop today is marijuana. And I expect that the same is true with regard to Hawaii. So instead of treating every problem as a criminal justice problem, every problem in the criminal justice system as a jail issue, let's address the fundamental issue, which is hold people accountable for what they do, but not what they put into their bodies. And in my view, we countrywide should treat marijuana like alcohol. What would happen if we were to do that? 5 things would happen, all of them beneficial and all of them virtually immediate. Again, I can only speak for California, but the first thing that would happen is we taxpayers in California would save $1 billion that now we spend every year in a failed attempt to eradicate marijuana and to prosecute and incarcerate nonviolent marijuana users. And you can tell how successful we are because California's #1 cash crop is marijuana. Probably the same is true here in Hawaii. Second thing would happen is we could tax the silly stuff and generate revenue of about $1.5 billion every year. So now we have a change of our budget deficit in California alone per year of about $2.5 billion, and you'd think somebody would notice. But the third thing trumps the first two, and that is we would make marijuana less available for our children than it is today. Why? Because today it is easier for our young people to get marijuana than it is alcohol. Why is that? Because alcohol is regulated and controlled by the government, and illegal drugs like marijuana is controlled by illegal drug dealers, and they don't ask for ID. Straightforward. Number 4 is we would make this entire medical marijuana problem go away. Now you in Hawaii have actually had your legislature pass medical marijuana bill and signed by the governor. No, in California we actually had an initiative, Prop 215, back in 1996 that was passed by 55% of the vote. Let's tell the federal government that we, the people of Hawaii, we, the people of California, know what we're doing and allow the will of the people to take place. And get the federal government out of this, because today they're really acting like bullies, uncaring, unfeeling, arrogant bullies in this entire area. We can do away with that. And finally, number 5 is the entire hemp industry could be reclaimed. This goes back thousands of years. In fact, if you look at ancient Greece, the word for cannabis was interchangeable with the word for canvas. There was an enormous industry that was occurring there. Today, in California, I recently bought at a local market some hemp granola, really hemp seed granola, quite nutritious. However, we have to import that from that radical country called Canada. Well, why should our merchants suffer that? Why should we not be able to go into the hemp industry once again?